powerful display from Limerick, really physically commanding again, and a real good awareness of what they bring as a team on the field. Like as players, they have a real good awareness of where every player is and needs to be, and executed their usual game plan again of being able to just hold possession and find the right man at the right time. So our boys, in fairness, we battled hard. I think maybe after the first water break we seemed to empty a little bit and give Limerick a foothold on the game at that stage, and they kept the scoreboard ticking over Limerick, and there were 5-6 out before we knew it, and then you're chasing the match after that.
Brendan Cummins said during the week that it was grossly unfair on Waterford to play 4 weekends in a row. Would you agree with that?
Look, we knew the fixtures from us at the start of the year, to be fair. And like once we exited the Munster Championship, to a clear side that were deservedly winners on the day, we knew the route we had to go. So, and other teams tomorrow, Cork will have more or less the same path to go if they're to reach an All Ireland. So, look, the times that's in it in relation to COVID and everything like that, I think we were lucky to have the championship, and the way it's structured, fair enough, it might have been structured a little bit better from semi-final to final, but look, that was the window of opportunity that was there, and the GA could do the best they could, and what can we do? That's what was laid out for. So 4 weeks in a row is tough going, but having said that, we just have to soak it up. We knew it was going to happen.
Did you think you were coming before the goal?
Yeah, look, I thought we were getting a little bit of wind in our sails, but we were going to need a lucky break of a goal chance to rightly put the cat among the pigeons. But we really, look, when you meet a team of the calibre of Limerick, you have to be taking everything on offer. Like we had 5 or 6, wides there early on, and everything needs to go over. And again, I know we were comprehensively beaten today, but I would still think, I haven't seen the stats now, but I would still think that Waterford created at least 3 or 4 goal chances in the second half alone. Now they might look to the ordinary viewer at home that there were goal chances, but the way we train, they're goal chances, and we just didn't take on the ball in where it needed to be brought in to test a goalie of the calibre of Nicky Quaid. And you need to be doing them things, and that's hurling, that's life. You take your chance, and if you don't, you pay the price.
Last little question.
Their goal was the killer goal, then.
It was, yeah. It definitely took the life out of us. 100% it did. You have the match back to 6 points. Little bit of momentum going, a little bit of pep in your step again, looking up, especially up front at our forwards, beginning to say, well, maybe there's a chance here, and then the back of the net rattles down at your end, and it's definitely a blow to everybody, just right on the bang whistle of the water break. But look, that's what good teams do to you, and Limerick are all of that, a really good team.
Did the 30 minute delay affect you in any way?
Sorry, Thomas?
The 30 minute delay to
no, not at all. No, we were fine. We had no issues that way at all. We'd have probably have liked to have it conveyed a little bit sooner to us, and that's all. But no, it had no effect whatsoever in that regard.
Must seem like the league regular charges kept on running at the Limerick defence. The passes I suppose that were sticking the last couple of weeks against Ireland just didn't really happen then.
That's it, and I think you've said it there, Gavin. The passes just didn't stick, and once that ball goes to ground with this Limerick team, and if you haven't it in your hand, like they'll just swarm you and batter you, and turn it over. So we're really proud of the way my players absolutely gave it everything again today. Like they're just a credit to themselves, their clubs, like their families. Waterford hurling. I know it doesn't mean a lot, I suppose, in defeat, but. And they don't, it's easy. They don't want that sort of maybe patronising comments from me, but they genuinely are a great bunch of players to work for. I'm really proud of what they've done over the last month for hurling, and for hurling in Waterford and GA in Waterford, and actually hurling across the country. In fairness, they've given every county a lift as to how you can survive and fight and battle your way into the latter stages of the championship. So really proud to be involved with them.
You started to make a bit of a revival there halfway through the second half. Do you think things would have been different had Hegarty not scored that goal just before the water break?
Yeah, I think so. I think that I don't think it would have been different, but it would have made it for a very interesting last 20 minutes or so. But that goal definitely created that extra bit of a gap between us that because you know it was going to be always hard to pick it back.
Liam, we've reached the end of your 2-year term that you were given initially. You have the option of a 3rd year. Would you like to go again in 2022?
Yeah, look, Tomas, after having a brilliant 2 years here with these fellas, you know, and they've given me everything. I've got around as much as was allowed around the club scene in Waterford as well, and you know, lots of good young hurlers, nice under 20 team this year again, and a lovely minor team there contesting a Munster final on Monday night. So look, it's 2 years are up. That was the initial agreement. So I think we'll just have to sit down and talk to everybody, stakeholders, county chairman, you know, Sean Michael and Pat and all the boys there that you know, initially negotiated or chatted about what needed to happen. So it's hard to know yet, Tomas, but look, you know, these fellas are very hard to walk away from because